And in this video you will learn how to do resource planning of your project, and then how to assign resources to each activity, and then how to find the total budget of your project, how to check progress report, and then how to check account progress report. So you will learn all these things in this video. So first, check what is resource planning. Resource planning means that for a certain project, how many employees will be required to complete this project, like managers, engineers, assistant technicians, electricians, and laborers, etc. It depends on the project that which kind of labor company needs. They need engineers, they need accountant, etc. Then how much material will be required to complete the certain project. It also depends on the nature of the project, and in this electrical wiring project, our material will be like electrical wires, circuit breakers, fuses, and LED lights, electric fan, etc. Each and everything related to electrical. So this is our material. And then how much machinery will be required, it's also depends on the nature of the project, and I don't think that any specific machinery will be required in this electrical wiring project. And then we will find out the salaries of the employees, and then we will convert these per month salary to per hour, and then it's important to find out the total budget of the project, and you will learn this in this video later. And then we will assign resources to each activity. At the end, we will find out the total budget of the project as well as activity cost. And besides, in this video we will also learn how to give progress report of the running project. So let's start Primavera, and I will show you how to do this. So this is the interface of Primavera. First, open your project. This is our project, electrical wiring 1. Select this, click on open. So here you can see the activities, and here you can see the scheduled area where you can see the activities in graphical form, in bar form. So we already did scheduling. If you didn't learn how to schedule your project, so you can watch my previous videos, and you can find out the links of my previous videos in the description. So please watch this video, then come to this video, then you will understand and learn how to do resource planning of any project. So remember that there are 10 steps involved in this resource planning, and this is little tricky because you will do some settings before doing resource planning. So please watch this video carefully and follow my each step. So our first step is add units. So you will learn what is unit. So let me show you. First click on admin, then click on admin categories. After that click on unit of measure. Here you can see that I already did some entries. Here you can see unit abbreviation M, which mean meters. Then another unit abbreviation is NO, number, which means numbers. And third I did LTR, liters, but I did this liters this entry for my previous project. But remember, in this electrical wiring project, two entries are important. First one is meter, and second one is numbers. Meters, why meters? Because in this project we will do wiring, in which we will use electrical wires, electrical cables. So we calculate these wires, cables in meters. So that's why I did this entry. And second, I did entry of numbers, meaning that how many circuit breakers will be required, how many fuses will be required, how many LED lights, how many fans, how many boards, etc. So that's why these two entries are important for electrical wiring project. So please ignore this third entry which I did for my previous project. So how to add units, which I already added. Method is simple. Click on add. Here you will insert unit abbreviation like I did here, M, and then you will write a complete name like this, M meters. So then after that you will click insert unit, press enter, and then you will close it. So your unit will be added. So as I already did entry of these two important units, so I don't need to again do the re-entry or again add this unit twice. So delete this. After adding units, then you will click on close. Alright, your second step will be add resources. Resources mean how many employees will be required, material, etc. So click on enterprise, then click on resources. Here you can see that table is empty, but I already did some entries for my previous project. So press on this icon on the right side of your screen, press this add, click on OK. Let me show you. So okay, you can see that I already did some entries for my previous project, and I already did one electrical project before. So you can see that I already did entry of engineer, electrician, labor, and then material, screws, cable, etc. So here you will do resource entries, and also remember that for example, if in your project there are 10 laborers required, and for example 2 or 3 engineers are required, so you will not do the same entry twice. If 10 engineers are required or 20 engineers are required, but you will do single entry here. You will write ENGR resource ID, then you will write the resource name, engineer, electrician, like I did ELECT, elect, and then I write resource name, electrician, labor. So I did single entry. Then in this video later on you will learn that how I will adjust number of laborers and number of engineers and number of managers. But let me show you how to add resources. So for example, I want to add manager. There may be one manager will be involved in this project. So how to do the entry of manager? So on the right side of your screen, click on this add icon. So this window will be opened, and where you will write resource ID, resource name, enter a resource ID and a resource name. The resource ID uniquely identifies this resource. So for example, I want to add the designation of manager. So first I will write the ID MNGR, and then resource name will be manager. Then click on next. Here there are three options: labor mean people, non-labor mean machinery, equipment, etc., and third is material, supplies. So manager will come in this category, labor. If for example you are adding material, for example cable, so then you will select material, and then here you will select the unit of measure, which I already told you, and then you will select meters, because cable we will measure cable in meters. Then you will select meter and will click on this icon, and then you will press next. But in this case we are adding an employee which comes in this category, in people category, labor category. Then this option will be disabled. You can't open this because unit of measure is not required for this. So we will select this and then click on next. Okay, here we will write the per hour salary of the manager. For example, if in Pakistani rupees, if your managers are taking 40,000 per month salary, so you will convert this 40,000 salary to per hour. So as per my calculation, his or her per hour salary will be 166 Pakistani rupees, and this is default units per time, 8 hour per day, 8/D, 8 hour per day. Today daily he will do 8-hour duty. So 166, if he or she is taking 40,000 per month Pakistani rupees, so per hour salary will be 166. Then click on next. If required, then you can also enter office phone, his or her office phone, email address if required, but not necessary, so skip this. Next. So manager will be involved in the entire project. So here this option means that, for example, if you are hiring this person for a specific task, so then you can assign specific roles to this position. But I'm adding this resource manager post, and he will look after the entire project. So here I will leave this and empty. So click on next. Yes, select existing calendar, because it's 2 days will be off in a week, Saturday and Sunday, so he will work 5 days a week, so no need to change the calendar. Click on next. Here you can see standard 5-day work week. Then next. Yes, auto compute the actuals for this resource. Yes, auto select, which is already checked, and click on next. Congratulations, your resource has been added, so click on finish. So here your resource has been added, manager. And last thing, you can see that it is coming under the labor. It's look like it's a subcategory of labor, but it's not a subcategory. So you will do the last step. Here on the right side of your screen, click on this arrow, move left, so will come in a sequence. So these are all the resources which I already did for my previous project, but for your understanding I did this entry of manager. Alright, then our step 3 will be adding currency. So how we will add currency? So click on admin, click on currencies. Here there are different currencies: dollar, Argentine peso, Australian dollar, Brazilian real, British pound, Canadian dollar, Chinese yuan. But here you will do the entry of Pakistani rupees, as the project budget is in Pakistani rupees. So I am already did the entry of Pakistani rupees, but how you will add the currency? So simply you will click on add. Here you will write currency ID as PKR, then you will write Pakistani rupees currency name, then symbol, and this column is really important, exchange rate. It means that if your project budget is in Pakistani rupees and you are doing this project using Pakistani currency, then your exchange rate will be 1.00. If, for example, if your project budget is in dollars, for example Canadian dollars, American dollars, and you are doing this project in Pakistan, then you will select exchange rate. For example, if US dollar, if United States providing some funds for any project to Pakistan, so then you will do entry of 166, because currently I think the dollar rate in Pakistan is, I think, 165 or 166. Then you will do the entry of 166 here. But here I already did entry and it is 1.00, mean that project budget is in Pakistani rupees, and I will do this project using Pakistani currency note or currency. So exchange rate is 1.00, and then you will simply, after adding currency ID, currency name, symbol and exchange rate, then you will simply click on close. So as I already did entry, so I will delete this and then click on close after adding currency. Alright, step number 4 is assigning currency. How we will assign currency, because we did entry of currency and now we will assign currency to our project. So click on edit, click on user preferences, here I already select Pakistani rupees. You can select here by clicking here and select any currency, but here I already selected this. Then checked this option, show currency symbol, show decimal digits, and then simply click on close. Alright, step number 5 is add account section in resource table. Means I show you what it means. Okay, here you can see the detail tab area. This is the detail tab area. This is the enterprise section. This is the scheduled section, and this is the detail tab section. Here you can see the resource option, but we will add account section in resource table. And what is account section you will learn. First, click on any activity. For example, I click on the first activity of first WBS. Click here, then here, come here, put your mouse cursor here, and then right click, then click on this customize resource column. Okay, click on default, click on apply, and then after that click on this plus sign of cost, first option cost. Here first select actual cost, add this to your right column by clicking this icon, add to list. Here you can see your actual cost has been added here. Then you will select budgeted cost, add this. Here you can see it is also added, and then you will select remaining cost, which is already selected, and click on this icon to add into this list. Here remaining cost. So I think these are the requirement. Alright, click on OK. So your step number 5 has been done. Now we will move to step number 6 and make account for resources. Resources mean we did entry of laborers, managers, engineers, electrician, and then we did entries of cable materials like cables, circuit breakers, fuses, LED lights, etc., which are required in electrical wiring. So we will make account of each resources. So how to make account for resources? So click on enterprise, click on cost accounts. Alright, then click on add. So I already did some entries. By pressing or clicking on add this option, you will see the entries which I did already. Okay, here you can see that I already did some entries, like you can see lab AC, cost account ID, which means labor account, mat AC, material account, MAC AC, machine account. So labor account mean that your all laborers, white collar laborers, blue collar laborers, their account details will be in this account. And your material account like cables, circuit breakers, boards, wires, etc., they will come in this account, material account. And machine account, if you are using any machinery, so their detail will be in this account. So how to add this? So simply click on add. Here you can see this is the option. Here you can write account ID as I did, for example AC lab. So it's mean labor account. Press enter, but here the value enter for cost account name must be unique. As I already did entry of labor account, so that's why it's giving this message. And you can see that they by default inserted 1. It means that this is the second labor account, but it is not required here because I already did entry of labor account. So delete this. For your understanding, I did this to understand how to add account, how to make account for resources. So please delete this. it is not required. I already did entry. Then after adding the account, resource account, then click on close. So your step number 6 is done. Now we will move to step number 7, assign resources to activities, and how we will do it. So right click on your first activity, like the ground floor electrification work, which comes under the first WBS. Right click, select assign, then select and click on resources. Alright, now you will add resources to this activity. So in a ground floor electrification work, definitely one engineer will be required. Okay, I select engineer and click on this add assign icon. Here you can see the added engineer, resource ID name, actual cost, budgeted cost. I will show you later that from where these values are coming, but first learn that how to add resources to each activity. So in this first activity, engineer is must. Definitely it's a wiring work, so electrician is also required. Add this. Labor or helper will also be required, so click on this. Alright, so cables, select cables, they are doing electrical work. Add this. LEDs will also be required, so click on this. Circuit breakers. Alright, boards. Alright, I think it's enough. For your understanding, I am doing just essential entries. There are many things required in material. There are even screws are also coming in under the materials, so you will also insert screws in each and everything. So okay, let me add this. Screws will also be required. Holders, LED holders, sockets. So I think it's enough. So for a first activity, you can see here engineer, and here it is checked. Here is a checked mark, which means primary resource, because engineer is the primary person and he will look after all this work, and he will look after this work. Electrician do his work, labor or helpers will assist electrician, and other things there, and all these are materials, circuit breakers, cables, which will be used in this first activity. So you can see that this is the primary source, engineer, and it is by default checked. It is little bit congested, but I will clear this table for you after assigning activities. So for second activity, we will do the same entries. Engineer, add this. Electrician, add this. Labor, add this. Screws, cables, holders, LEDs, circuit breakers, sockets, boards. Alright, and we will do this one by one. It's a little bit tedious, but it's important. Engineer, electrician, labor, material, cables, screws, cables, holders, LEDs, circuit breakers, sockets, boards. I think one thing is missing. Socket did not add. I didn't add the socket. Here we go, and then cross. So then we will come to second WBS and we will do the same. Assign resources, engineer, electrician, labor, then material, then holders, LEDs, circuit breakers, sockets, boards, cross. Then fourth floor electrification work, same method. Engineer, electrician, labor, then material, screws, cables, holders, LEDs, circuit breakers, sockets, boards. And then the last activity, engineer, electrician, labor, material, holders, LEDs, circuit breakers, sockets, boards. I think it's done. Let me check. I guess that I missed something. I think it's okay. So step number 7 has been done. We assigned all resources to activities, and now we will do some planning because important step is remaining. Select your first activity under first WBS. So here you can see that your first activity will be completed in 10 days. Here you can see the original duration of this activity is 10 days, that this activity will take as per the schedule will take 10 days to complete. So here the board unit price, here budget units. So here you will decide that what is the cost of these boards, electrical boards, and this board price is price per unit 100 rupees per board. So you can also change this if you know the actual price of the board, but I will assume that this is by default, this value is coming 100, but you can change this as per the market rate. If you are doing your project and you know the current market rate, so you will insert the current value of the board. So I assume that by default I will take this value, that the price per unit mean that board price is 100 rupees. One board price is 100 rupees. So this project will take 10 days to complete. So budget unit 80. So how many electrical boards will be required in this activity? And let's assume that I will take for example 100. I will take 100, that 100 boards will be required in this activity. So I will write 100 and enter. So here you can see the remaining cost 10,000, budget cost, this is the budget cost column, which is RS Pakistani rupees 10,000 rupees. So how these 10,000 rupees appear here? So simply multiply 100, because the per board price is 100, so multiply this 100 with 100, because 100 boards are required and the price of a single board is 100 rupees. So multiply 100 with 100, you will get 10,000 rupees. And now cables. Here you will write the per meter price of the cable. Sorry, here you will write the total meters which will be required in this activity, and here you can see the price per unit, which is 50 Pakistani rupees per meter. So it is by default this rate is selected, and I will assume that the cable price is 50 rupees Pakistani rupees per meter. So here I will write in budget unit column that how many or how much meter, how many cable will be used. So I will write here the meters, and for example in this first activity 200 meter cable will be required to complete this activity, and press enter. So here you can see the remaining cost 10,000, budget cost 10,000. So how this 10,000 comes? So simply multiply 200, this 200 meter cable will be required, and multiply this with 50. So it comes 10,000 rupees. Now circuit breakers. So circuit breaker price is 500 Pakistani rupees per circuit breaker. It could be MCCB, MCB and any other type of MCB, but then you will write the complete detail here, but I am just showing you that how to set the resources and their prices. So let's assume that per circuit breaker price is 500 Pakistani rupees. So here you will write that how many circuit breakers will be required in this activity, and for example I write 10 circuit breakers will be used, and press enter. So here you can see 5,000 rupees in budgeted cost, remaining cost. So simply multiply by this 10 quantity with 500, 10 multiply by 500, you will get 5,000 Pakistani rupees. Okay, here it's come labor, electrician, and here I write electrician. Alright, electrician per hour salary is 150 rupees. As I already did these entries for my previous project, so that's why these values are coming, and I only show you the entry of manager, which I didn't add because it's not required here. Engineer is already here, so I think it's enough. So I did these entries before for my previous project. So in my previous project I selected 150 per hour rate of electrician taking 150 rupees Pakistani rupees per hour. So daily he will do 8-hour duty. He will do 8 hours duty, and this activity will take 10 days to complete. Then simply multiply 10 with 8, so you will get 80. So here the 80 value you already here that is appearing here. So this activity, first activity, which is come under first WBS, ground floor electrification work, will take 10 days to complete. So daily electrician will do 8 hours duty. So here you can see 80. So as per this, so his 10 days salary will become 12,000 rupees. Simply multiply by 80 with 150. So here 12,000 rupees. This electrician is earning 12,000 in 10 days. But let me tell you one tricky part, that this is the one electrician entry. It means that there is only one electrician which he doing the first activity work, which is ground floor electrification work. For example, if there are two electricians are involved, then simply what you will do, you will simply multiply this 10 value, which is the original duration of this first activity, with 16, because 2 electricians are involved and each electrician doing 8 hours duty. So it means you will simply multiply by 10 with 16, then it becomes 160. So here you will do 160 hours, total hours in 10 days 2 electrician will take, because there are 2 electricians involved and each electrician doing 8 hours duty. And this first activity, ground floor electrification work, will take 10 days to complete. Then simply multiply 10 with 16, so you will get the value of 160 and press enter. So it means that 2 electrician 10 days salary will be 24,000 rupees. So I think you got my point, what I am trying to say. Then here comes engineer. So engineer per hour salary is 200 Pakistani rupees, and I think one engineer is enough. He will look after all the electrician and laborers, and he will look after all the electrification work of this G5 building, 5 floors building project, electrification project. So engineer will do 8 hour normal duty, and this activity will take 10 days to complete. So simply multiply 10 with 8, you will get the value of 80 budgeted units, and his or her salary of 10 days salary will be 16,000 Pakistani rupees. Now here comes holders. The holder unit price is 20 Pakistani rupees, and how many holders will be required? For example, I insert 200 and press enter. For first activity 200 holders will be used, so the value will become 4,000 Pakistani rupees. Okay, here comes the labor or helper who will assist electrician, and the labor per hour salary is 100 rupees Pakistani rupees, and one labor is enough. So daily he will do 8 hours duty, and this activity, first activity, will take 10 days to complete. 10 multiplied by 8, 80, and then you will get the value of 8,000 Pakistani rupees, his 10 days salary. Then LEDs, how many LEDs will be used, for example, and one LED price is 250 Pakistani rupees. So for example, as I told you that I use 200 holders, so there will be 200 LEDs, and press enter. So here for first activity, LEDs price will be 50,000 Pakistani rupees, budgeted cost 50,000 rupees. Then screws, for example, 1 Pakistani rupees per screw is the price, and for example there are maybe 500 screws will be used. Press enter, 500 rupees. Then sockets, for example we insert 100 sockets. Let's assume 100 sockets will be used in first activity, and per socket price is 15 Pakistani rupees. So the socket price will become 1500 rupees Pakistani rupees. So I hope that you got my point, that how I did this calculation. And as I told you during adding resources, that if there are 10 laborers required, 2 engineers required, so you will do single entry, and then here in this section you will do some calculations by checking the duration, original duration of the activity, and then also you will check per hour price, and also total hours of duty, and standard is 8 hours daily duty, and also price per unit, and you will do these calculation and insert values here. And this is a tricky part here. Many people confuse this, and they will do mistakes by calculating the total budget of the project. So I think you need to repeat this section of video 2-3 times to understand what I did. Then with practice you will learn that how to set this, and then we will do the same. But first you need to note all these, that which price per unit you set, and how many quantity you used specifically for materials. So we will do the same for other activities for your understanding. So here it's come the board price is 100, and how many boards will be used in this activity. So let's assume, I say for example 150 boards will be used or will be required. So here is the budget of the boards for this second activity, first floor electrification work. Then cables, for example let's assume 200 meter cable will be required, and 50 rupees, Pakistani rupees per meter is the cable price. Then circuit breakers, 500 per circuit breaker is the price, and for example I use 10 circuit breakers in this second activity, first floor electrification work. And then electrician, so 2 electricians will be required, so I will write here 160. Engineer, 1 engineer is enough. So holders, let's assume 200 holders. Then labor, 1 labor will be required. LEDs, 200 holders, so it means 200 LEDs. Screws, let's suppose 300 screws will be utilized. Sockets, for example 150 sockets will be required. Then use second floor electrification work. This activity will also take 10 days. So boards, for example 100 boards will be required. Cable 200 meter, 10 circuit breakers. Electrician, 162 electrician required. 1 engineer is enough. 200 holders, 1 labor is enough. LEDs, 200 LEDs as I did, 200 entry for holders. Screws, for example 300 screws will be used. Sockets, let's assume 150. So your first WBS activities are done. Then comes to the second WBS activities, and we will do the same, but here the duration is different, 9 days. You can see that the second WBS first activity, which is third floor electrification work, it will require 9 days to complete. So here 9 days, so how many boards? For example 100 boards will be required. Cables, 250 meter, let's suppose 250 meter cable will be used. Circuit breakers, for example 10 circuit breakers will be required. Okay, electrician, so here you can see 1 electrician will do 8 hours duty daily, and this activity, third floor electrification work, will require 9 days to complete. So simply multiply by 9 with 8, so you will get 72 hours. So 2 electricians are involved, so simply multiply 9 with 16. So here enter 144. Engineer, 1 engineer is enough. Holders, for example 200 holders will be required. And then labor, 1 labor is enough. LEDs 200, enter. Screws, for example 300 screws will be required. Sockets, 150 sockets are enough. I'm assuming this is not actual project, but I'm just for your understanding I'm doing this. Then select fourth floor electrification work, and this activity will take 8 days to complete. So boards, for example 70 boards will be used. Oh sorry, fourth floor, select this, for example 70 boards will be used. Cables, for example 150 meter cable will be required. Circuit breakers, for example 8 circuit breakers will be used. Electrician, 2 electricians are involved, So simply multiply 8 with 16, you will get 128 hours. Engineer 1 is enough, 8 8 64. So holders, for example, 150 holders will be required, 1 labor is enough. LEDs 150, as I did entry 150 for holders, so for LEDs 150. Screws, for example, 200. Sockets, for example, 100. So then for a 5th floor electrification work, which will take 10 days, so let's suppose boards, 100 boards will be required. Let's suppose cable, 200 meter cable will be required. Circuit breakers, for example, 10 circuit breakers will be used. Then electrician, 2 electrician are required, so simply multiply by 10 with 16, because 10 is the duration of this activity, and 1 electrician will do 8 hours duty daily. So 10 multiplied by 16, because 2 electrician I'm utilizing, so 160, will write 160 here. 1 engineer is enough. 200 holders will be required. Then 1 labor helper is enough. 200 LEDs. Screws, for example, 300 screws will be required, and sockets, for example, 150. Let's assume 150. So your step number 7 is totally complete. We also set the budget, and then our step number 8, how to check budget report. So this is important. Now we will check the budget report. So click on tools, click on reports, select report, and then click on reports.